Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to talk about Prometheus, monitoring system and time series database. It is also a open source monitoring solution. Okay, takeaway from this session is what is Prometheus, difference between Nagios versus Prometheus, time series database, Prometheus, Prometheus query language which is called Grafana, then live demo. So in this particular session, we will be talking only what is Prometheus and difference between Nagios versus Prometheus. Before getting into technical part of Prometheus, you should be aware of what is Prometheus, how it is ruling in current market, and what is difference between Nagios versus Prometheus. As we all aware, Nagios is top monitoring solution provider, and so we should compare with Nagios. Then only we'll come to know what extra Prometheus is giving, what is minus in Nagios, and those things and all we can get to know. So let's know what is Prometheus, difference between Nagios versus Prometheus in this session, and further we'll move into the further topics in upcoming sessions. So what is Prometheus? Prometheus is an open source system monitoring alerting toolkit. It is actually built by SoundCloud. It's based on Google's Borman monitoring system. Uh, Actually, the employees who are working in Google thought to build as a Prometheus when they were working in SoundCloud. So it is built based on Go language. Go is also called as Golang, and it is syntactically similar to C. In syntax wise, all those things are similar to C only. Go is widely used in Google and as well as many other organizations. It is now a standalone open source project and maintained by independent of any company. That means no ownership by any particular company. So Google consider that SoundCloud is given to CNCF and it's fully controlled by CNCF. It is second project which is given to CNCF, and first it was Kubernetes. As we all know, Kubernetes is rocking. So in one area as well as the Prometheus is into the monitoring area. So Prometheus is a single binary. You don't need multiple binaries, multiple software application, multiple configuration. It's all combined in single binary. Just install it. It will take care of database installation. It will take care of many part. So like other things, Zookeeper, Console, Cassandra, Hadoop, those things are not dependent. So based on that available disk space, it will create the databases, which is time series database. And what it provides is same like other monitoring system, but with extra facilities. It collects metrics, means data every particular seconds, whatever based on configuration, go and get from the servers, means to be monitored server, and based on that results, it will make some tabular format or dashboards, and you can create some filter out. All those things you can apply using Prometheus language, and then you can make it as alerts, or you can take a decision in future what has to be done in as it is recurring. All those things you can do. So that and all we can discuss in detail when we are taking care of technical session in the technical session. Okay, so what is CNCF? As we are talking about CNCF quite frequently, so it is a child of Linux Foundation. Actually, Linux Foundation has a lot of child foundations. Among that is CNCF. CNCF. So open source actually means for cloud computing for applications. So whatever you create, that will be based on cloud computing level. And there is another word that which is called OpenStack, which is for infrastructure level. So you should not confuse that when we talk about open source or OpenStack, and in future other things also coming, OpenMetrics, Open Tracing, that also will cover. Actually, the cloud native, the word is pioneered by Netflix. as they were giving rental basis CD movie business door to door. Then they thought, why should we do this as a door to door? Instead, you can put in cloud and give it to in a rental basis. So that's how the cloud native the concept has arrived, and further it has evolved, and now the CNCF has standardized cloud native has the four things, which is container level, container usable, and microservice, as well as DevOps and continuous delivery workflows. So these are the area that cloud technologies are used, and cloud CNCF has three levels. One is sandbox, as I can show in the cursor, sandbox level, and the incubating level, then graduate level. Once the project enters, it will be into sandbox, then further it will become incubating, then it will be graduated. So after Kubernetes, the second project which got graduated is Prometheus, and okay. And one more thing, one question is to the wider popular audience is that why we need a foundation? There are companies available and the company is taking care of everything. Then why we need a foundation? And that too, why we need multiple foundations? So, which is the reason is in simple term from the website a video we got is that speed, freedom, trust. What it means is that you can't trust one company at any point as a backbone if the version is not released, if they are not upgrading because of company loss, companies multiple many reason being you may lose your product authenticity, or tomorrow if any issues you have to cooperate with them, so there is a lot of problem will occur. As well as freedom, this code is published and anyone can take and do fix, and they can bring new features and they can publish it with approval, all those things. So this is how now it is a freedom, multiple different developers are involved, fixes are very fast. If you raise a fix, someone will be fixing it, and many things is now monitored and it's into limelight. So you don't need to depend on one company, and CNCF is taking care of end-to-end purpose. Like see, you can see Kubernetes is giving orchestration purpose, Prometheus is monitoring purpose, Invoice, network proxy manner. Even you will have under one even if you consider monitoring under that you can be tomorrow another one, but yes, they are taking care properly. So as we said earlier, there is OpenMetrics which is taking care of metric level monitoring only, and the Prometheus is part of it. Community sprints out OpenMetric which takes the Prometheus exposition format to evolve, and there will be open tracing you can see here, and there is a open sensors also. The foundations is going to be created further in future. So moving on to why Prometheus. So here is the first question is that why we need Prometheus when there is a lot of even open source monitoring system is available. uh, Multi-dimensional data model, and then operational simplicity, then it provides scalable data collection, it provides powerful query language. What is multi-dimensional data model? Suppose you consider there is a 10 server or 100 server, whatever server you are monitoring, there will be CPUs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each server to learn. Suppose you want to monitor only CPU 1 in all the server. This is how the dimension you are creating. You want to know the CPU's 3 utilization on all the server, or you want to filter it out, remove the CPU. What is the process? All the top process. So this is how you put your condition creation. And in another example, there in HTTP there is two methods available, multiple method, uh, like pull, push, a get method. Okay, get post is there. So if you want to know how many get is there, how many post is there, those kind of criteria you can create. That is how the dimension you can create. There is operation simplicity, one dashboard which does all the background work and you can just view it. This is how Prometheus made you simplicity. And the scalable data collection, it has multiple features like one it can target, it can monitor thousands of targets, hundreds of thousands of samples per second. In seconds it can go and collect all the servers and whatever the applications level monitoring is required, all you can do it. And it's a single monitoring server which does all this work, and this is how the scalability is there. And powerful query language upon all, the main part is that powerful query language. This is the heart of Prometheus. It does many things as other applications which is missing. So all these features exist in very system, however Prometheus combined them all. That is how the claiming point, the selling point is that I have all the features in a combined manner which others are not providing. In this is the pictorial representation where we can see easily identify that suppose you want to monitor networks, you need cacti or Muni. You want to monitor host, you need Nagios. You want to monitor application, you need StatC or new IC. So based on this, and then further if you need orchestration and container in cloud level, if you want, we need influx db or StatC also does that container part. But in all the category Prometheus is same. So network part, host part, orchestration part, container part, application, everything Prometheus can monitor, and further that data can be represented Grafana as a better view. So if you see that many applications getting into one, so many to one, should we create love? This is just kidding. As we see that many applications work is done by one guy, then definitely there will be a job loss. But don't think like that. Just Prometheus by Canonical. So what is Canonical saying? Hope you all know who is Canonical. If not, I will just give small brief. Uh, Linux. Linux means we all know that Red Hat, now popular widely used Ubuntu. But the same way Canonical. OpenStack, which is free open source system. Sorry, open means publicly available free stack. The same way, the OpenStack commercial part is given by Canonical. Like Linux commercial part is Red Hat, OpenStack commercial part is provided by Canonical. There are market leaders available, but still, when we say Linux, we know Red Hat. We will pronounce like that. Canonical is top OpenStack commercial support. So what they were suggesting is that they were using Nagios, Graphite, StatC, and in-house applications as well. When they started using Prometheus, they got to know multiple features and many things can be done by Prometheus, which is time series alerting, and it also does trending, not only alerting or monitoring. It also finds out trending how in future what will happen, how it's going to, those things and all you can identify. So that's how Prometheus is not only reactive, it also does proactiveness. So this is one of the best part. And what is Nagios? Nagios is also an open source system, and they were ruling the market. Now also, yes, but yes, Prometheus has started utilized by many organizations. And Nagios has NDO utilities, which is it requires then only that the history data will be stored in database like via MariaDB or MySQLDB. You can store the Nagios the history data, and there will be other two file which is RRD file and RRD cache file. RRD cache is latest file will be stored in RRD cache, and then the data will be moved into RRD file. Same way in Nagios core is open source, and Nagios X1 is commercial part for enterprise version. So now the Nagios is this is the basic information about Nagios, and it does the monitoring accordingly. The same when you compare with Prometheus, we'll come to know what is missing in Nagios, what Prometheus is giving additional value in monitoring world. So Nagios is primarily about alerting based on exit code of script. So what is written while installation, that purpose it will do. Means not only installation, means how you want to monitor that it does. And Nagios is a host based. Each host can have one or more service, and each service can perform one check. Suppose you want to see CPU or load, how the disk space is getting utilized, what is the load, network level, those things you can monitor. And there is no query language available, so you can't do some excellent query and get to know the monitoring in a depth detailed manner uh, that you will see in technical part. So Nagios has no storage per second beyond the current check state. There are plugins, yes, you can use the plugins and get to attach it. Nagios also can be integrated with Grafana, and this also does. Using the RRD file, you can show the dashboard in a better manner. And overall, Nagios is suitable for basic monitoring of small or static system where black box probing is sufficient. Means Nagios does black box monitoring. In other way, Prometheus does white box monitoring. Means again dynamic cloud based environment, then Prometheus is a good choice. Means when into cloud environment and all, if you think, then definitely Prometheus has better choice. So what is black box and white box? Black box is externally what I see, the same is user means externally observed what the user sees. White box data exposed by the system allows to act on immediate issues. Means whatever the future is going to happen, those things also can be monitored by white box. So if you want white box as well as black box, then as per the existing tailor part, you need Nagios and strategy graphite. So in traditional host based like this. Now if you see the modern part here, this is a traditional and here is a modern. So in modern side, if you see that one single Prometheus is enough to do what Nagios is doing, to do what strategy and graphite is doing. So all I can do in a single application. Not only that, it does many function like great functions which is available that can be discussed in technical part. Okay, so freebies. Just I want to know. I want to give you some thoughts about Prometheus, the word, how it has into market now. Prometheus means fourth thinker, means the word itself says, and then Prometheus is a titan. Prometheus means a person who was working under GS. He stole the fire and given to the public. Zeus is a dominant king, a kind of god. He was ruling, and this trickster figure, he was given this part of stole. Sorry, fire. Fire. He was owning the fire part, and the Prometheus took that out and given to the public. If you think in the same manner, Prometheus as a Bogman, it was with Google, and it was developed in a better sense using SoundCloud. SoundCloud has helped to bring this as a product. Then further it has been given to the public. So if you think in the manner, that is how the word I think Prometheus has been kept. Okay, anyway, let's thank the owners who has created, as well as Google, as well SoundClouds. So Prometheus is 2012. We have there's a film also called Prometheus, which is about spaceship. Okay, there are materials, study materials available in a free manner as well as cost based. Few videos available in free manner, and there are robust perception as giving training in a cost manner. So you can check this link. Also, you can download books. Orally also giving book. And then you can download a hands-on infrastructure monitoring with Prometheus. This will be more detailed information available. Then yeah, as I said earlier, there is a commercial support available by robust perception, Canonical solutions. Waves work. Waves has given more detailed input while collecting the preparation, and yes, robust perception also. So there are a lot of material available in free manner, but yes, you can go to training also. Okay, anyway, let's see in other session with the technical talks. Thank you. Thanks for listening.